Hi everyone, I'm back, and today, trying to focus a little bit. Okay, we're back, and today what we're going to do is we're going to make a roulade. Now, a roulade can be many things. All it is a rolled up meat product or a rolled up product of some sort. Could be a baked good. Today we're going to make venison. It's going to be a venison roulade. We're going to have Fontina cheese inside of it. We're going to have sliced turkey. And we're also going to use some chanterelle mushrooms that I got at the local farmer's market. So let me turn this down so you can see what we've got going on here. And we'll turn that so you are on my board. So now we're seeing my board. Okay, I'm going to take a small mixing bowl and I'm going to throw my chanterelles in here. And I've got about 1 cup's worth. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop these up. So we're going to go ahead and chop these up. And we want to make them all nice and small, because this is going to go into our meat mixture. And we're going to add several spices. We're going to add some really good yum to it. So, get these all chopped up. And these little choppers work so good. For little jobs like this in the kitchen, I use this kind of stuff often. Nice and quick. Okay. So, we've got a nice chop on those. Mushrooms are all set to go. We're going to set those off to the side now. We're then going to take 1 onion, and we're only going to use half of it. And we're going to save the other half to use probably for a breakfast or something along that line. But we'll end up using it tomorrow. So right now we're going to take our onion. Got our half of it here, put our Ziploc bag, set that off to the side, and that's going to go into the refrigerator. Once it's been opened like that, I refrigerate it. It'll keep for about a day or so. Okay, so we're going to take our onion and we're going to finely chop this. We want this nice and diced. Now, let's get this last part. Okay. Now, I just need a rough chop on these. They don't need to be tiny, tiny. Little pieces flying off here on my board. Need a little bit more board control here, I guess. Okay, so we've got our onions ready. We're just going to toss those in with our mushrooms. And I'm going to scrape off the board here to the sink for the rest of that. And we're not going to be chopping anymore on the board. So all we're going to do is I'm going to rinse my knife off and set that to the side. Go back into my rack. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our venison. Like I say, I've got venison. It was harvested last season. Starting to use everything up because it's deer hunting season again now, bow season. So most likely I'll be processing some deer here before too much longer again. So we're trying to use up what we have left in the freezer. So with our venison, we're going to start adding the things to make our roulade. So one of the first things we're going to add is going to be garlic. And we're going to add a tablespoon of granulated garlic. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of cumin. Okay, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. cumin's got such good odor. Gosh, it just smells good already. Okay, well, a little bit over, but there we go. And then also we're going to add, let's see here, I've got 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. And we're going to have 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. So our Worcestershire sauce, glug, 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 1, glug, 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 2. Okay, and then we're going to put some fresh cracked pepper into there, a few twists, and next we're going to add in 1/3 cup of almond flour. We're going to have 1 egg. We're going to do 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. And that's about 2 pinches like that. And now we've got this all together. So now what we're going to do is add in our onion and our mushroom. We're going to mix this all up, and then we'll come back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay out some wax paper. We're going to use the wax paper to spread this out nice and thin and evenly. We're then going to lay in the rest of our pieces into this little puzzle. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, folks. And what we're going to do now is we've got some fresh parsley. We're going to do a rough chop on this. We've got about 1/2 cup of chopped parsley once this is all chopped up. And this is going to go on the inside of our roulade. Oh, this just smells so wonderful. This is going to be such a good meal. So we're going to take this and we're going to reserve it off to the side here in a bowl. And set that off to the side. Let's give her a nice quick rinse. I like to have those cleaned and put away. I try not to ever leave knives, cutlery, and any type around. We're going to take a piece of wax paper that I've already prepared. We're going to take our roulade, which I mixed up in this bowl, and we're going to spread it out. Now the whole idea is that we want to try to spread this out pretty close to about within 1 inch of the end of the paper. And you're trying to go for, well, pretty thin, because the whole idea is to roll this up and it makes a real nice pinwheel look to it when it's all done and cooked. And the layers of flavor there, just wonderful. Each bite is just like an explosion of flavor into your mouth. It just really is just a really, really nice stuff. Okay, a little bit further on my edge on that side. Kind of squish the meat this way. And we're going to pinch seal this once we get it all done. So it's been a pretty rainy, icky day today. So I did do some gardening this morning. Getting the garden prepped for fall because it is fall now. And so it'll be ready for next spring for planting right away. So I've been making amendments to it and adding stuff to that. Okay, so now we have that nice and spread out. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some sliced chicken. To get that peeled, we're going to start it like so. Okay, and then next we're going to add our Fontina cheese. And we're going to need one more slice here. I buy this from the deli already sliced. And it just makes it a little bit quicker and easier than having to slice it myself. Plus they slice it really nice and thin, and I like that. Okay, so there's the basic start of a roulade. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our parsley and add that. Okay, Oh, just that parsley just, freshly cut like that just smells so wonderful. And we're going to spread that out so it looks nice and pretty. Okay, so the next step is we're going to start to roll up our roulade. So we're going to take the end of our wax paper, fold it over, and see how that sits like that, and then just keep doing that. You don't want to roll up the wax paper inside the roulade. And then you get about halfway down, slide it back so you can reach it easier. And now, you're going to roll it all the way over. And then you want to pinch this together. So see how I'm kind of like pinching that together? And then we go to the ends. And we're going to pinch those ends together. And that's to seal this in, because when this cooks, we want this to be nice and sealed and keep all the yummy stuff inside. So this is our seam on this side. The plan is we'll take this and we're going to transfer it to our pan like so. You take your paper and then fold it down under and you slide it over onto here and it's going to roll it right onto our pan. We're going to center it on the pan and we'll be right back. I'm going to make a sauce to go over top of this. I'm not using anything like ketchup or anything along that line that has carbs and sugar in it. So we're going to make up our own and we'll be right back. Folks, we're back. So we're getting ready to take our roulade out of the oven. So I'm going to open up the oven. Now while we were away on break, I did put a meat thermometer inside the roulade. So we've got our roulade. I brought it up to 160 degree temperature in the interior. That way we know everything's nice and cooked all the way through. We're going to let it rest for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to come back and we're going to slice it up. We're getting ready to slice up our roulade. So I'm going to turn this over so you can see what I'm doing here. And I've got my plate in view and here's my pan with the roulade. Now we're going to take the roulade and let me move this over so we can put it right onto the board. We've let it set. We're going to remove the thermometer. And then I'm going to use a spatula for serving this instead of a fork, just possibly so it doesn't fall apart on me at all. So we're going to cut out a couple pieces of roulade. Oh, this just looks just delicious. Smells just wonderful. Okay, there we go, folks. There's our roulade. We've got our Dijon mustard mayo combination sauce on top of it. Oh, it just smells so good. Can you see the steam coming off of that? Oh, just smells just wonderful. I've got some roasted vegetables in the oven. They're going to be coming out shortly, and it'll be dinner time. Thank you for watching, and remember, go to my website, eatlocalpaleo.com. It's still under construction, but we're getting there. And there we're going to have cookbooks for sale. We're going to have DVDs, t-shirts, mugs. So follow along, and thank you for watching. See you soon.